Hello, I am Lemoyne de Gastonnet, Kingdom of Onstiora, Barony of Ravensford. Today we will be discussing the making of egg yolk tempera for pigments. The reason for this is that this past spring I had painted the Onstioran Civil Ensign with a black made from bone, and the original yellow was done with turmeric. The turmeric faded rather quickly, and I've been wanting, since the procurement of yellow iron oxide or yellow orca, which is a pigment made from dirt or silica or clay. This particular yellow is a very nice yellow. Here's an example of it used with an oil binder. It was a linseed oil binder. It's painted on terracotta that was given to me by Mistress Amada for research into using pigments on terracotta. Here is an example of egg yolk tempera painted onto terracotta. Have a black made from, if I remember correctly, a bone black. The red is a red orca or a red iron oxide, and the white is a bone ash white. This is also egg yolk tempera, and it seems to be holding up very well on the terracotta. As the name would suggest, egg yolk tempera is made from the yolk of an egg. Canini said that a yard chicken or a range chicken's egg made the best egg yolk tempera. For this, I have a store-bought egg. It is a large egg. I prefer to let the shell warm up to room temperature. The yolk makes a better binder. It seems to stick better. Doesn't seem to glop as much as if you use a cold egg yolk. Also, in this vial here, I have a little bit of white vinegar that will be added to the egg yolk to slow the drying process. Egg yolk tempera dries very fast. First thing I'm going to do is take my egg. Most of my research calls for breaking the egg about the equator, or roughly in this area here. I prefer to break it up a little bit higher and manually pull away the eggshell to release the egg yolk. I will be draining the egg white into this receptacle because the egg white can be made into glaire, which will be a video down the road. I'm going to take just a common butter knife, and I'm going to first just very gently crack the egg, like that. Then I'm going to peel the top of the egg off, being careful not to get any of the eggshell into my receptacle for my glaire. Now I'm just going to gently turn the egg yolk into my hand. There we go. And I'm going to let as much of the egg white fall off the yolk as I can. Sometimes you gotta use a little bit of finger pressure, but be careful not to break your egg yolk. Now I'm going to go to my water source, which is in a bathroom, and that's just not something you want to see on the video. So I'm going to go wash the egg yolk, and I'm going to return momentarily with the egg yolk. Okay. I've washed the egg yolk. What I do is I'll turn the water on gently, and as the water falls over, I will gently roll the egg yolk from one hand to the other hand. allowing the water to, I'll usually let the water hit here and just wash over the egg yolk, not to so it doesn't penetrate the membrane. Now we'll take a fork and get my other receptacle over here. Find it. Okay, I will get a fork, and actually I'm going to go, because I can't find my receptacle. Ah, there it is. Thank you. Let's take it and puncture the membrane just real gently and get in a hole. Then I will take and drain the inside of the membrane in to here. Disregarding, this is the membrane. You do not want to get the membrane into your egg tempera. I'll take that and disregard it in the refuse. Okay. Now I'm going to take a few drops of my white vinegar and put that in there. And I'm going to take the back of a brush. Probably not the best thing to do, but I'm going to mix my white vinegar into my egg yolk. Now, grab here real quick and wipe this clean and take, I have already ground some of the yellow orc and a molar and pestle with a little bit of water, and it is made into a paste. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my egg yolk and put it onto my tempera, or onto my pigment, excuse me, making a tempera paint. I'm going to take and I'm going to mix it. It's coming out to a wonderful yellow color. In period, seashells, clam shells, and stuff like that were used as mixing dishes, and as well as painting dishes. Go. And now what we'll do is we'll set that to the side. I will get a medium-sized brush. I will take this here. I will take a little bit of my pigment and start painting. In period, they painted in basically a hash. They would come in diagonal lines and paint this way. Then they would come back. The brush I'm using is a little thick for this demonstration, but then they would come back and basically cross hatch across until they filled up the area. This is a wonderful golden, very wonderful golden yellow. As you can tell immediately, the difference in the color between the faded turmeric and the yellow iron oxide. It is a fabulous color.